Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today's a special one because I get to host three of my favorite people, Siddhant, Niranjan, and Darryl, who've been cooking up something genuinely new. हम बात कर रहे हैं 16 songs, 9 videos, and a creative process that blends human artistry with AI in a way that's honest, transparent, and actually exciting. So चलो, शुरू करते हैं. Sid, let's start with you. 16 songs is a lot. क्या
Yeah,
चल रहा है?
it's been a wild few months. We've actually created a full body of work. कुछ songs मैंने लिखे हुए हैं, and some others with Niranjan, of course. And we kind of wanted to release it in a way that it feels intentional and not forced or rushed. But सबसे बड़ा point ये है कि हमने ये सब अकेले नहीं किया है. So we've used AI as a creative partner. हमें replace करने के लिए नहीं, just to push our boundaries.
Let's talk about it a bit more. So सब लोग curious होते हैं, AI in music. मतलब actually होता क्या है?
Having AI is like, having your own assistant in the room. It's like your own personal assistant. It kind of helps with idea generation, and also some kind of sound exploration as well. और कभी कभी it kind of suggests directions कि music किस तरह से जाना चाहिए, etc etc.
AI is like an assistant for us. So हम कह सकते हैं कि emotions या decisions या storytelling जो canvas है, canvas remains with the designer. तो हम लोग जब भी गाना बना रहे हैं, that baseline remains. That's something that you hold, and that's where your creativity comes in. क्योंकि AI तो सब use कर सकते हैं. But I would summarize say all these emotions या storytelling जो है, that's basically is remaining with us, and then we use AI as our support.
Yeah, and I feel like AI doesn't just replace humans; it rather expands the entire architecture. It gives you more to do with what you have.
Yeah, and we just want to be transparent about that. There is no mystery, no pretending. जो melodies है वो हमारी है. जो lyrics है वो हमारे हैं. AI ने सिर्फ हमारा arrangement किया है. You can say that it kind of has refined our arrangements. It has helped us refine our arrangements. The textures have come from the models that we have trained.
So you're saying it's still got that human touch?
हाँ बिल्कुल, because see, every track that we have has human fingerprints, right? Be it editing, or be it like how it's going to shape up, be it the writing, the rewriting of everything. So human touch is there in every single aspect of what we are doing. It's just that we are looking at it from a collaboration standpoint, or not really like an automation standpoint. And like Sid said, we are not going to shy away from the fact that हमने AI use किया है. अगर हमने किया है तो we are openly going to say the fact that हमने किया है.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look at it in a way that we kind of use loops or music cuts to kind of automate songs. It's exactly the same thing. For me, it's, as I said before, it's enhancing our work. It's not kind of creating any kind of new work. The creation is still ours.
Gotcha. So what's the rollout looking like? How are you releasing all of this?
Well, we're starting with 2 singles from me. This will be released under my new label, which is called as Spookster House, and those will set the tone. And then the week after, we'll drop a Siddhant-Niranjan original as well, just to introduce the duo sound. It'll be more expansive, it'll be more experimental, and this will, of course, will be released under the Siddhant-Niranjan label.
उसके बाद हम लोग थोड़ा alternate करेंगे. So we have 2 things, which is one of which is Candlelight, which has more how would I say more romantic background behind it, and then you have Journeys. So Journeys में हमने music जो बनाया है, that is more focused on travel. So it gives you a feeling out that you are traveling to somewhere, and the music accompanies you, and music tries to get feelings out of you. So that is our plan, to go alternative after what Siddhant just said that we will release, and then you will get to see layer by layer these different projects that also we have done together.
Yeah, like Niranjan said, the idea is that लोग music को layers में experience करें, right? The human side, the collaborative side, and then the visual side. So it won't be just like some kind of a content dump. It's more like storytelling, एक कहानी जैसे flow होनी चाहिए सब कुछ, and that's how it will be stitched together also, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't flow just as if you're releasing something or the other.
And Apurv, by the way, ये जो कैंडल लाइट्स और जो जर्नी वीडियोस है, ये सब हमने खुद बनाया है. There is no AI involved here. It's pure Siddhant-Niranjan storytelling from scratch. It's a different narrative. It's showcasing our music making expertise, if you want to call it that.
Got it. I love that you're being really open about the AI part, like the transparency here. Why do you think ये इतना important क्यों है?
Well, because hiding it feels wrong. We're proud of what we have created. We're proud of the process. AI hasn't really created the music for us. It has just made us think differently. And we want people to see that, that creativity isn't really threatened by technology. It evolves with it.
Precisely, yeah. So I would add something to this as well. ये जो AI है, I mean, think about a situation where you hear a song और उसके बाद समझता है कि अरे ये गाना तो आधे से ज़्यादा AI से प्रोड्यूस किया था. Nothing wrong in it. But what we feel is wrong with it is that you are not telling upfront that you have been supported with AI, you took support of AI, and then collectively you are releasing your song. That I mean, see, at the end of it, what is an AI? I would say, in a simplest language, it's an amplified version of what you are doing today using all these music production softwares. You are adjusting your vocals, you are adjusting beats, you are adjusting all this background score. You use software for that. But what we are saying right now is that you try to take out all these quantitative topics within music production. So you focus more on quality, and then AI supports you to get the work done, which is more in terms of the transaction, which is more in terms of quality. And then it's just like Siddhant or Darryl said before, you are reaching out to a support or a collaborator who helps you to master the song, and meanwhile you focus on creativity. That's what I feel what AI is doing, and you should be upfront telling the people about, because at the end of it, however you reach to make one full song, it's an collaborative effort, and then you should be open about it. What's the point in hiding? Yeah, right, Darryl, I think we talked about it before.
Yeah. So that is what, right? Like I have Niranjan and Siddhant both are saying the same thing, is that we want to demystify the entire thing, right? Like people listen like to AI songs and then उनको लगता है कि गाना fake है, right? But there is nothing called as a fake song, right? किसी ने बनाया है, उसको use कर रहे हैं हम लोग, reuse कर रहे हैं, whatever. And especially with our whole thing, it's more about the kind of human touch that we are giving to it, right? There's human intention, human emotion, and there is also like human editing involved in it. I think Niranjan placed it before. He said that AI just हम लोगों को canvas एक बड़ा करके दे रहा है, right? It's giving us more opportunity to work with what we have right now, and we are not going to shy away from this fact.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, look, AI has just given us all these possibilities, but it's very important to just mention one thing, that all the choices, all the emotional choices, they were ours. When you listen to a Siddhant-Niranjan track, today, made with AI, versus if you listen to a Siddhant-Niranjan track made like 10 years ago, you will immediately realize that the sound is very similar. And that's what counts in the end. We've just used AI to kind of expand our horizons.
Sure. All right, last question for each of you. What do you want listeners to take away from this? I'll start with Niranjan.
If I can summarize, and I was already summarizing that in my mind, I would say that today, for a listener, we should realize that music creation is a hybrid project. Yeah, it can also be a hybrid project, and it's just as beautiful as it was, and it will remain for all the years. So my takeaway is that we should be quite open to understand that we are here to listen to that final product, and the background could be a hybrid way of reaching there.
Great. Sid?
That music can come from anywhere, as long as it still lands in the heart. That's the most important thing in the end.
Aptly said. Darryl?
I would just say that this is just the beginning. We are building an entire ecosystem, a world of Siddhant-Niranjan, and not just releasing songs. So wait for more, is what I could say.
I would
Awesome
just
stuff,
add,
guys. Yeah. No, go ahead, please.
I would just add one line to sum it up from our side also, that we look at this project as an experiment. Yeah, and we want viewers to also look at it, because they would have other projects of ours to maybe say compare with. But this AI supported or collaborated project is something that even we are quite eager to look how everyone takes it.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Exciting. So, there's 2 solo singles, then a duo single, and then the whole journey unfolds. So I'd say follow these guys, support the releases, and enjoy the ride. बहुत मजा आया. Let's talk again in a month or two. And I think we could use the next time we speak as an example, talking more about the specifics of music production. We could perhaps pick a song, go over how AI has enhanced it further.
Yeah, we're happy to do that, Apurv. I mean, you make a great point. I think it's important for the listeners, the viewers to understand, what is it that we've done differently. As we have all mentioned in this call, that people are a bit skeptical at times when AI comes into the picture, and I think it's there are some myths that we need to kind of diffuse. So yeah, love to kind of chat again.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for joining us, guys.
No worries.
Thanks, Apurv.
Thanks, mate.